Out of all of the towers in Bloons TD6, there is one that stands out as the one that I use the least, and that is Absolute Zero, or pretty much just the entire middle path Ice Monkey. I barely, if ever, use it. The only time I use it, in fact, is when I need to place land towers on the water like you see here. But is this tower actually good? Can we make it good? I'm gonna try it on an advanced map known as Cargo on Chimps mode. And if you've ever played Cargo on Chimps, you know that it could be a tough map, so to use a wonky tower like Absolute Zero, we definitely have our work cut out for us. Now, I decided to go with Pat as our hero to knock back MOABs. My plan going into this is that we're gonna have a tower that can slow down all the balloons, so we need to break those big MOAB and BFB classes down, so then we can just have like a forever stasis of balloons in that area, and then we'll pop them all when we feel like it, kind of thing. So I figure Pat will help us out with that a lot. Now, the tower I'm thinking of using is going to be a, oh, can we do this? Can we do this? Is a bottom path boomerang. I don't know if it's the best choice, but I know that MOAB domination can be really, really, really good if you have everything set up right. But we'll let fate decide how we end up playing this, but I think we can make the middle path ice good. Just because I don't use it doesn't mean it's bad. Before we get too far, and don't forget to head on over to the Ninja Kiwi store and use creator support code DeBloon, because it helps out the channel every time you buy something from the Ninja Kiwi store at no extra cost to you. But if you had to like ask me off the top of my head which one's the worst tower, I would probably say that one. So let's see how it turns out. I have 5 dart monkeys here. It's actually kind of gross. I'm just trying out something here because going for Pat, I always just get Sada on this map. I get Sada on every map because she makes everything so much easier and saves you, what is this, $1,000 we don't have to spend if we had Sada. But if I can get all the way to Pat right now, I think we'll be in a good spot. Now, the thing with cargo is that there's not much room, which is funny because it's called cargo, right? But we don't have much room to place things. So we have to kind of be very strategic about what we're doing. I would think like I'd want my boomer here so it can hit down this way and then hit down this way. But then I need Pat in range of something good. So he might be best right there. And then of course we want him on strong. And then my first major feat is going to be taking down the MOAB. You'd think that like getting a MOAB press would be good. But if you've ever used MOAB press against round 40, it's not good. All it does is like push it back one time, which isn't enough for it to attack it open. So we need a tower that'll attack it open, but we don't make that much to get everything that we need like that. So we have our lead covered. We don't have our camo covered. What do we want to use for that? I'm thinking just like a regular dart monkey, but then he won't actually get through all of it through round 37 because there's round 24, round 33. Oh my gosh, we don't have enough right now. We need to buy something. Round 36 and round 37 are all camo rounds. So what can we use for that? We could put a sniper right here in range of Pat. That could be pretty awesome. And then we could put him on strong and then put him there for the camo. That's not terrible, huh? I think this will work. If not, then we'll get our boomer first, but this might actually be fine. Yeah, that was cool. Now, I just feel like this is a really bad spot for the boomerang, but once these go away and once he's a better boomerang, it might be okay. Because I'm not really worried about him for balloon popping. But then that means like, where are we going to put our absolute zero, which would mean it's going to even be below that, which is gross. So I'm kind of having some issues here. I'm kind of not sure how I'm going to take out the MOAB. I went with this one and I'm thinking Deadly Precision might be good, but it attacks so slow that it could be really bad. And then if we get MOAB press, I'm thinking maybe we can MOAB press it back and then use Pat's ability on both of them because I think he's in range. Yes, okay, they're both in range, so that's not bad. Now, what else can we do to guarantee it? Because I think what's going to happen is it'll open just in a bad spot. So maybe I can get the ice here if it will open in time. That could be actually kind of cool. We just need to get to our buddy here and see if he's good or not, right? Okay, so I think like as soon as this thing's in range, we'll use Pat's ability. So here, attack, and then we'll go with Cold Snap 2. Is that good enough? No, I didn't think so. I did not think so. Because then what is that guy even doing up there? Now, if Pat knocked it back too, but he doesn't, why doesn't he knock it back, to be completely honest? All right, this is doing it the no nonsense way. Why even mess around, you know? And this is just a placeholder because I need to get my village somewhere in range of everybody if I can. Can I actually get that there? Never should have put the village down first, but that shouldn't be a big deal. And then we'll just go that one. And then look at that. And now it'll pull down 60 as well. And if we're having struggles on like 57, because we still aren't going to have great towers, you know? So this will be kind of funny. But now everybody sees camo. This is where I'm kind of rethinking maybe moving Pat with the boomer because this is just a really bad spot. But then Pat, I'd have to place the boomer before Pat and then he might not even be good. Because look how bad that is. That looks really bad. And then he can't hit down this way either. Hang on a second. So I moved him to here and it actually is a lot cleaner. And I think it's going to help out a lot better too because doesn't this bottom path, like the full bottom path, have unlimited range? So it would be better if it's just straight down the track, I would imagine. So we're going to put this one right here, just like we did. And then we're going to move this to, I'm wondering if it's better to have him up there, but I need him to stop all the MOAB class, so probably not. I think this is still a cleaner idea. So I can definitely get primary training because we're going to have 2 primary towers. I'm thinking with this one buffed by the alchemist. Look at that. Okay, that's actually really good, I think. And then he'll hold through right there if I can get the 4100. Now, I don't want to go all the way up that high that quickly, but it's only in one little section, so I have to pop everything there or I just lose. That's not really good. All right, that range is a little better, I think. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be like relying on Absolute Zero's ability all the time, but I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? If everything's just a little crazy like right there, it's like, oh, it's too much. Poof, use your ability. It slows it all down, which is nice. So then in that case, do I want primary mentoring? Because then I get bigger range and... Ooh, I might need that. But do I want it now or later? Because now I have better range, better cooldown, and now this guy's range is ridiculous too. The MOAB class are making a little too far down the track. I'm just getting lucky because Pat's knocking them back. So I think a good thing to do for sure is just a good old-fashioned glue right here. And that should stop everybody from doing that. Oh yeah, that's actually really cool. Nothing's going to get past us right there. But now what about 63? At least with 60, we can just pull it down. And that's why I like the boat too, because it does cost a lot. 5290 plus its other buildups to get to that point is a little pricey, but there's no stress on 40 or 60, which is, in my opinion, priceless. So we're going to test 63 with this guy on its own. And I don't think it's going to be enough. Like obviously I can freeze it, but then we don't have any towers that are attacking right now. So in Absolute Zero's whole thing is that it just needs to have everybody else do all the work. So maybe we need something like just a quick and easy bomb right here. I don't know why I went with the middle path, but we'll see if it works. I guess I just accidentally clicked it. Oh no, that's gross. Don't ever use that path ever again. So this one like that. There we go. Look at that range. That's pretty good. That should be fine. One big shot. 2 shots, 3 shots. Okay, I like it. And then on the second one, just to be safe, we can use Pat's ability. That'll make this guy strong, which isn't enough to do anything with. And on the third one, we can do this one and just ice it in front of that guy. So we'll go ice. Now the bomb's going to sit there and just bomb everything up. I love it. So we can get it before 75, and I think that's really going to help. But now what I'm kind of analyzing here is is he doing a lot of the work? I think he is because he's slowing everything down for us. So then when there are balloons there, they're not just immediately rushing out. So I think Absolute Zero will help out like a good chunk here. Because now let's see what happens when we break it down on 75. It just sits there, and then the bomb can keep attacking. This guy can keep attacking. And you guys know how 75 just kind of clusters up with BFBs, but if they don't even get out, I mean, and then if they do, we can just slow them down. That's actually really cool. Okay. Now the question you have to ask yourself, would you get this over like a bottom path ice? And I think I would, because I wouldn't have it this quickly. I wouldn't have an ability for those times when things get really scary. And this range is ridiculous. It's covering this entire corner. And no balloons are getting by, and we don't have any good towers. We just have this one decent one, and this one's not good. Like, he's not good yet until we get 54,000, but can this ice monkey get us to 54,000? Let's see how we take out this one here. So, I mean, we can pat it. Would that help at all? You know what we could do is just pat grab it, but I don't want to. I want to see if we can actually just take it out, because the ice tower is slowing these things down, right? And if I go like that, it even slows it down even more. I don't think the ice is actually slowing down that, right? It just says, ability is so cold it freezes all regular balloons for longer, including white, zebra, and camo. Slows MOAB class longer and greatly increases the attack speed of all ice monkeys for the duration. Okay. So it's only when you use the ability. But even though, as long as we break it open, it's stuck there and it's not going anywhere. So I think even like 87 with a what? 4. Okay, is that getting too close? Nope. No. Just looked like it. I think it's 4 ZOMGs on 87. Can we do it all? I'm not going to hug him or do anything. We're just going to rely on this guy's thing to do it. And I think he can. I really do. So this is a slow strategy, but it's safe. Like, I really love the safety of this, because you could just be using your boat pull down. You could be using Pat's bear hug, which does knock it down to the next level, and you could ice it if you need to. So there's so many backups for if you're getting a little scared there. Let's actually just see how long this can go before we upgrade. Like, we're going to have this. Oh, shoot. Still a couple more rounds. Don't get too big headed. We might just lose. All right. We do have enough for it, but can we take down DDTs? We cannot. Well, if I freeze them, I think we can. I don't even think we need to upgrade, but it's just perfect timing that it is, you know? But okay, so we'll wait till they get in range. We'll slow them all down first. 1, 2, 3, slow them. And then I think, can he pull DDTs? I think he can, but he doesn't need to, right? This guy can just hold him there forever. Can we do that on 95 though? No. I actually think we've met our match. But remember, we went for a $54,000 MOAB domination. We could have bought like this 13, 14 rounds ago, I can still do all this stuff here. Pull a couple of them down, use my Pat's ability. We could have gone with the Pirate Lord and start pulling everything down while this ice guy just stops everything underneath it. But we don't need to because we're going to go MOAB domination. That's why we bought this silly 4th tier. All right, 95. Let's see how this works. I'm actually kind of excited right now. This thing is perfectly spotted. I'm glad we put it there and not in the other one because it'd be like shooting up at this angle really bad. I mean, the DDTs doesn't matter because it was still downrange and it hits the entire track, but can we do this? Not bad. Is he doing a lot of the work though? I kind of feel like Super Glue is, but look, we still have $22,000. We can get first strikes, we can get whatever. And I think that's going to be the biggest downside here. This is all towers for big balloons, but not the bad. The bad is its own thing. You built up this entire beautiful strategy and then you just lose on 100, but we're going to have a lot of money. And who knows, maybe this guy can do it if can we get permanent brew? That'd be even crazier. So if I give him Pat's ability though, he should be even better, right? So let's just see what happens here. Just like use it. Oh, it does destroy it for sure. But we could also Pat Bear Hug if it gets in range. That'd be kind of fun too, just to get rid of the ZOMG or take it down to a BFB. But who cares? You could just leave it here forever. How goofy. I love this. All right, here's one of the worst rounds in the entire game. What are we going to get for it? Because look, he's keeping everything outside of the circle. And then when it comes in there, it's literally stuck. It's just stuck. And this guy just holds it there forever. I love this. Now, if it gets kind of scary, even on fast forward mode, it's like, oh, it's going to leave. Do that. Doesn't matter. I shouldn't have used that because now the DTs are going to destroy me. Oh, goodness. Use my first strike or my first Pat's ability. All right, now what do we got here? Okay, we're getting some damage in, but it's not great. Okay, it's not great. There's Pat's ability. Okay, let's start with Pat's ability then. We'll just go back to 99 and not use Pat's ability. And then now on 100, we have it. So will this be good though? Doesn't really do anything. I'm wondering if it has to be in range and it's like, that's his passive one that doesn't really matter. Does it work that way with this guy? So like, does this one just always go? But when you use the ability, it's affecting him in range, not that. No, it seems to be fine, right? Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to actually be in range attacking. So there with his boomerangs, there we go. Now use the ability. Wonder if it does it more. Unfortunately, this looks like we're not going to get it. You know, if we didn't buy this boat, though, we found another way to pop 40 with the MOAB. We could have had a permanent brew and this thing would have been for sure wrecked. With 46 grand, I'm wondering if like just something like this will work. Probably not, because yeah, look at the little baby damage this thing is doing. And then the absolute zero doesn't do anything for the bad. All right, we'll do it. I mean, we could have done this from the beginning. I just wanted to kind of have fun with it and see what happens. And that's more than enough. So just hit both of them. We can Pat ability. Okay, so here, double tap. It'll break open. You can ice it. You can bear hug it. You can pull it. Do whatever you want to it. It's that easy. That's really cool. But I think even without those, we would have been fine. So here's the double tap. We'll break it open. Okay, cool. I like to think that the ice is like just completely keeping everything at bay here. But I want to say Pat and this one together are really good synergy. And we didn't even have to do anything else. That was awesome. So let me know what you think about our friend, the little ice monkey here, absolute zero to be exact. And if you ever use it in strategies and what's your favorite strategy with it, because I think that was actually pretty awesome. And I think there's a lot more possibilities than going for a $54,000 boomerang. We could have gone with pretty much anything as long as it broke it down. We could have gone with a bottom path tack. Or I'm wondering if something cool like the Archmage would have been enough to break all the balloons down so then he can freeze them and then they would just win. Let me know what you think below. And if you haven't yet, check out this video where I show you the easiest strategy in Chimps mode using the 4th tier bottom path Mermonkey. It's so easy that you can take down expert maps, advanced maps, all the intermediates, and all the beginners with very little work.